and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today I'm going to show you guys this Parisian journal that I made. And here's that side view. There's the back. And then on the cover I hand sewed this fabric rose, or 2 roses, and I used some vintage wedding dress fabric, and I just love working with this fabric. If you've been following me on Instagram and on YouTube also, I share with you guys a little bit about this fabric, and I've done a few projects using this fabric, but it's one of my favorite things to add to a journal. Okay, so this journal is soft cover, but it also has a little bit of stability because I used a file folder inside. It has a lot of stitching. I even stitched I kind of gathered up the fabric so you have like this pretty texture, and I used some embroidery thread on there. I sewed some sari ribbon at the top. I stitched it on there, and I also sewed this pretty lace over the pink fabric on the top and the bottom. So everything is hand stitched by me. And then I also added this white. This again, actually it's cream. It's some cream fabric that I added to the edge, and then I added this pom-pom trim, which is actually hand dyed. It's coffee dyed by me. And you can see all the stitches on the side. I just love the detail of the stitches. Now, if you want to see a little bit more details of how I made this cover, I have a video with some behind the scenes of my process, and I kind of explain a little bit. Okay, so up here I have a little tuck spot, and I included this. This is basically the paint swatch. So when we moved, I picked up a bunch of different paint swatches because we did a lot of painting, and I kept everything that I picked up from the hardware store for the paint, all these little swatches. And I happened to come across this now when I was working on this journal, and I thought, how perfect are those colors? I just love how perfect, because you don't always get such a close match with something you already have. And I just love the way this looked. And this is perfect to do some journaling or some collaging. Okay, and then I have this notebook paper, and I love the pink line on there. I thought that was a great detail. And then I have this little tag that I made, and I used some staples to staple this label on here, and I did a little cross. I thought that was some cute detail, and then I just tucked this in. Okay, so all the printables that I used are from my Parisian collection, and I will link them below. If there's something specific that you would like to know, like a direct link to it, let me know in the comments below with a timestamp if there's something particular you'd like to know. But my Parisian collection is really, really huge. It's like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 kits, because there's a lot of different options. I have the standard journal collection, and I also have the tall journal collection, and then I have tags and just a bunch of different add-ons. Okay, so this is this is an envelope, and I glued it on the back here, and then it opens up like this, and you can do journaling here. You can actually glue it on the bottom if you wanted to, and have this as a tuck spot. Okay, so here I have this little tag. It just tucks in here. Isn't this sweet? I just love this, and I felt like it's a great focal point for the first page of the journal. Okay, and this is a little tuck spot. This right here is a bit of wallpaper. This right here is some vintage lace. Okay, so this right here is the other side of the envelope. I basically cut off the 2 strips to use this as a tuck spot. And then I have this cardstock that is basically embossed with the roses. Okay, this is a magazine, like an antique, a magazine with antiques. And I love the colors and the way it looks with this journal. Okay, so here I have a ruffle with some hand stitched little hearts on there. I love adding the little stitched hearts. I think it's such a great detail. Okay, so here I have a little journaling card. And it says, nothing shall be able to separate us from the love of God. And then here I have this little girl, and I think she's so sweet. I just love this, and I thought it works so well on this page here. Okay. And here I have a little thread spool, a faux thread spool. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so here I have a little, it's like a little receipt, and I love the way the colors work together in this journal. And the back could be used for journaling, or you can just use the front for some collaging. I use this part for collaging in the journal. Okay, so here I have like a little scrap pad. And the first image is basically decorative. It has the candle holders, and I thought that was so pretty, and it's covered by this tulle fabric. I have a bit of lace up here, and I have some hand stitching. And then I have just different layers of papers. This is actually scrapbook paper. This is some more of that receipt, some vintage receipt. And then this is a vintage letter, and how pretty is that type? I think it works really well. Okay, so here this is kind of hidden. See how it's folded? So it looks like it's just one page, but then you have a couple extras. Have this vintage receipt. And then this document is, let's see if there's a date on there. 1990, April 1990. Okay, so this opens up. Okay, and then I have this image, and I love using this right here for some journaling. And then this is, I love this. It's a very faint pink. I think you'll be able to pick it up on camera. It's a very pale pink. Okay, so this right here is the other side of that vintage of the magazine page with basically antiques, and how pretty is that? I felt like that works so well with this journal. Okay, and then these are just from my Parisian collection. Okay, so here I have a tuck spot. This is some wallpaper. And then I have this, it's a bird printable, and you have room for journaling on the back. I have this scrappy little tag that I made, and I love these. These are actually really fun. You can keep decorating it, or you can add some journaling. I included this receipt, some book page, another tag, and then I have just some pretty paper. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where this is from. I can't remember. But it's just perfect for some journaling. Okay, so these all get tucked in here. Okay, so here I have a little cluster, and I have some more of that pretty fabric right here. And then this is from a different kit, but I just loved it, and I added it on here. A little bit of lace, I stapled it on there. There's a little bit of doily, and there's a ticket right here, and then another ticket underneath. So I just kind of clustered a bunch of pieces on there, and I think it looks so pretty. And then I added this heart on the other side, and it kind of mimics the heart on this side. See that? Okay, so here I have a tuck spot, and I love this image. I think it's so pretty. I added an eyelet, and I tied some sari ribbon through there. I have a dates. I have a printable with dates and words. They're basically French words, and then just some really interesting looking dates and even addresses. And it's like a tear sheet, and that's what I used on here. And I did a little ruffle again with that vintage fabric right there. And I have some more of that lace. And then I included this in here. You can actually add like a letter or any private journaling you would like. But this I included in case you wanted to use. You can journal on the inside, of course. But you can also use this for collaging or just adding, if you wanted to do some collaging kind of throughout the journal. Okay, here I have a secret pocket. I have these 2 tickets right here, and I just stapled this bit of trim on there. This is avocado dyed paper, and I love the shade. It's so deep and rich. It's so pretty. Okay, and then here I have this pretty lace overlay. I actually love this layout. It's probably one of my favorites in this journal. I love the contrast between the lace and the avocado dyed paper. And then I have this here. Basically, this is one of my postcard images or printables. And what I did was I waxed it so that you have like that effect where it looks kind of like film. And I actually watched Sharon's tutorial on how to do this process. So I will link her below so you guys can go and reference it if you want. I added a little rose on there onto an eyelet pen, and then this actually it's a bowl pen. This can be removed, so you can move it if you wanted to. I have 2 eyelets on there, and then these right here are brads. See that? Okay, so then this is just a vintage book page. This is a large tag. This is one of my tall tags. I like to make these because I think they're great for the skinny tall journals, but they're also great for regular journals. I think they're so pretty. And I like the size of them. So basically I just added some lace. The lace I used in this journal is from Suzy with Mary Not Martha, and she has some really beautiful laces, and she hand dyes a lot of her laces too. Okay, and then I have this bowl pin with the little beads, and then this little heart. And then I added a sari ribbon at the top. Okay, and then more room for journaling. And again, perfect for journaling. Here's some more of that pretty lace. I think it's avocado dyed because it matches my avocado dyed paper so well, doesn't it? I just love this color so much. Okay, I did some more embroidery right here, some tiny little heart stitches, and it's on this sari ribbon. Okay, I have a tag here, and then I have this vintage fabric. Okay, let me remove this so you can see. This could kind of be a tuck spot. Okay, and this is, I think it'll look really pretty with some journaling. Like imagine some handwritten script on here. I think that would be really pretty. I love using different packaging paper kind of mixed in with printables and old papers. I think it gives it a lot of character and it just looks really good. Okay, so on this side I have these 2 tags, another little scrappy tag with the collaging, and then this little tag. And I love the size of it. I think it's so cute when you have them layered like this. And then here I have another one of those faux thread spools, and I have this bit of fabric. It's actually vintage, like a vintage ribbon, and I got it from my friend Cheryl. She had it, I think she purchased it from a doll maker, if I'm not mistaken. And I just love how delicate it is. It's just so pretty. Okay, so here is another postcard, like a Paris postcard. And then that just tucks in here. This just tucks in here. Okay, so here I have another little scrappy tag where I did the collaging. I think this was so much fun. I'm gonna have to make some more of these. I just loved it. Okay. I love this this design so much. I think it's one of my favorites. I think it's so pretty with the little roses. Okay, and then I have these little tags and they tuck in here. This is a bit of handmade paper. It's actually fairly thick. And I actually made this little wax seal and I added some silk ribbon on there. Okay, and then this right here is actually a vintage envelope and it's actually glued right into the page. And this is a secret little tuck spot. And so here you can again tuck some things in, and I included a bunch of little pieces that can be used kind of throughout the journal. Here's another little ticket, some labels, a bit of lace, and one more of these flags. I love these flags. I think they're great as tuck spots. Faith, hope, and love. Oops, I'm off camera. I am so sorry. Okay, faith, hope, love. And then this with beloved. And then these two tags. Okay. Okay, so here I have these little pieces. And this is perfect for collaging or just adding a note inside. I just love to use pieces like this. Okay, so then this closes up. I got some handmade paper here from Heather with Rose Hill Paper Cottage, and I layered it with a bit of faux washi tape. This is a printable from my Parisian collection. And then this, I love this. It's so old. It's like a newspaper. Okay, and then plenty of room to do your own collaging or to add pictures. I have a bit of lace on here. Isn't that sweet? The one that you love. And then there's journaling pages here. Okay, and then this, I have a craft with me tutorial on how I made this. And again, I use that pretty vintage fabric on the just on the background of it for some added interest and texture, and then I embroidered all these little roses on there. Okay, and then that just gets tucked in here. This piece is from 1879. I love how old it is and the yellowing. Okay, so here I have another little tag that I made. And isn't this pretty? I love this this tatting. This tatting is also from my friend Cheryl, and it's so precious. Okay, and I did some more collaging on the back. Okay, and I'm just gonna attach that on there. And I have another little ruffle right there with the little hearts. Okay, so here I have another tuck spot, and again the paper is from Rose Hill Paper Cottage, and it's handmade paper and also embossed, and it makes such a great little pocket or tuck spot. And I have these little labels in there. I think they're so cute. Like this one is perfect for adding a title or a couple words. This is decorative, so you can add it to a page and make a little tuck spot for just different ephemera that you have. And then there's this one too. Okay, so we got to the last page, and here this is actually an envelope, and I actually watched one of Sharon's video where she had used an envelope like this, and I love the way that looked. I love the way she folded up these pieces, and so I did that with this, and I have this little girl kind of peeking out, and I actually decorated it a little bit with some of that paper from Heather. This is just handmade embossed paper. And I thought she was so sweet right here. Isn't that cute? Okay, so here I have all the stitching on the side, and then I added some lace right here. And notice the decorative stitching on the spine. I just love that. I love that little extra detail. Okay, so that is the journal. And now I'm going to show you guys this piece that it comes with some extras. Some extra pieces for you to work with, and I always try to include a few surprises too with my journals, just something a little bit extra. And I have these pages, which are great for collaging, and then this one also, and then a book page. I love the feel of the book page too. Okay, so these all get tucked back in. This journal is going to be available for purchase. If anyone is interested, I will include the details in the description box below. And I usually sell through PayPal. But if it doesn't sell through PayPal, I will add it to my Etsy shop. And so it'll show up there. But usually I prefer to go through PayPal. And if you guys know me, I have quite a few ladies that just purchase through PayPal. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.